This video is gonna be about tools required to remove the transmission. I'm gonna just hop straight into it. Here we go right here. That's everything that's in my box. It's all the tools. So I'm gonna get straight to it. All right, so I usually start out by removing the drive shaft. And those take 211s. So, well, not 211s, but take 11s. Trying to get that view on there. And the reason why I said 211s because I also have a ratchet size 11. That way, once you actually break the bolt on the drive shaft, you can start go ahead and ratcheting it off to get it off a lot faster. And if it's four-wheel drive, it's also 11s to remove the transfer case shaft. So after I remove that, I also go to the starter, which is 13 millimeters. So you're gonna need your 13 millimeter here, and an extension as well to break it. So, and then once I actually break them loose, I use this impact to go ahead and get it off a lot faster. And there's also two 10s on the starter that you would need to remove. At the top, it's like a little heat shield holding it, and there's a 10 that's holding a little black piece that the starter sits in. All right, the 21 is for the transmission cross member. The 18 is for the engine cross member. And you need to use the picks for to get the O2 sensor. It's like a little clip that you got to pull out, and it's kind of hard to get with your fingers. So this pick works wonders, and you'll be able to get it out and be able to release the harnesses. You need the Torx 40 for the shifter cable on the side of the transmission. That's the Torx 40 here. Also need a 15 to get that 15 nut on the side of the shifter cable. The 24, I use this in a ratchet to actually turn the crankshaft to get to my torque converter bolts, which are 15 millimeter. I use this impact to break the bolts that are hard, like that's torqued pretty good, instead of using this one. The pry bar is here to help you pry out the shafts if you have any, and also pry the transmission, and that is a pain. Flashlight is for dark places that you can't see. Where we at? I have like a 24-inch extension. That way I can reach the transmission when I'm getting the bolts off the top. Alright, see what's next. The ratchet is for small spaces that I need to get to. And the 13 millimeter, you can get there's two bolts on the transmission that you need to get, that's 13, and then the thermal bypass on the side of the transmission that are 13s. Starter bolts are 13s. And the reason why I have two impacts is because you don't want to have anything that's too overpowering for certain bolts that you need to tighten down. You use this to tighten down transmission bolts, you're definitely going to break them. So I use this right here. And the swivel, these are good for the spots on the torque converter because a straight extension just don't fit in well. At least you can kind of get it in there and get a twist. That way you can go ahead and ratchet them off. See which ones I didn't go over. The 10 are for certain spots on the transmission as well, like the transmission harness. I already set the starter. And you got a couple of cooler lines on the side that are 10s as well. See, I don't know why I got the hammer in there. And like I always said too, this is your best friend when it comes to breaking bolts on the exhaust. This is your best friend, this or any type of rust penetrant. Because if you round those bolts off, you're going to have a hard time getting the exhaust bolts off. And you're going to have to heat them up. You're going to have to figure out, get your extracting tools and shit. So, and forgive my language, sorry about that. And excuse my language about that, guys. Sorry about that, I didn't mean that. But here's the list that is required to remove a transmission. So, let's see if I can get it all in there. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, or if I didn't explain it good enough, just leave a message or anything and I will get back to you guys. So you guys take care. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.